I think the Niners need a new starting safety. Either they bring back Jaquiski Tart and hope for the best, or they give it to Talanoa Hufanga, who looked like not a starting safety, or they get someone new. What do you think they should do? Who do you think they should target?
I think, all right, with safety, I think bringing back Jaquiski is an option. But the thing you have to realize with bringing back Jaquiski is he's going to miss games more than likely because he nearly always does. Yeah. So you have to have some sort of backup plan. And the safeties are integral in what the 49ers do. The 49ers defense is very safety reliant in their what they do in the defending the run and defending the pass. So it's important that you have a viable safety play. I don't think Hufanga is an option. He's very limited with what he can do physically. And I know people love him, but
114 quarterback rating he gave up this year.
Yeah, right.
Tart was down at like 95. You can't go from Tart to Hufanga. It's not enough.
Yeah. So if you bring Tart back, it's like you have to address safety. I think very early in the draft, it's got to be your first, second pick, something like that, because you got to be prepared. It's got to be a decent player. So if you don't bring Tart back, I think there's some names out there. I would prefer to go younger. And I'm looking for, what do the Niners look for in safety? First, I think they look for size. They don't. If you look nearly all the 49ers safety, I think Jimmy Ward is the only one that's under 6 foot. They're all 200 pounds. So you're looking for a size safety. That's the first thing. And they need to be versatile. The 49ers ask a lot of the safeties. They have to play in the run support, fill inside gaps. And they also have to be able to cover. The guy that I like, that I've started to watch a lot lately, and it's a name people should be familiar with, is Justin Reid. His brother played with the 49ers.
He's so good.
He's in the Texans. He ran a 4.4, and he was
spying Trey Lance in that game, and he was the reason Trey Lance really couldn't run against the Texans. If you remember.
Yeah, Grant. They played. They don't in last year. Last year in 2020, they played him a lot in the middle of field, and I don't know that I've seen a guy cover sideline to sideline since Earl Thomas. Like he can. From the post,
you're telling me he's an unrestricted free agent?
Yes. From the post position, he's all over. Like he can get sideline to sideline. Now, I'm not telling you he's Earl Thomas, but I'm telling you he's got that kind of range.
He's better than Eric Reid, isn't he?
Yeah. He can get there.
Did he go to Stanford?
He did. He went to. Now, I talked to Jack Hammer about this, and Jack, I think rightly so, he said there was some issues with Eric and the 49ers. Would that play a role in him signing? It might. I do think the 49ers have a very good reputation among players. I think for the most part, they treat their players fairly.
Like maybe Justin's like, hey, you did my brother wrong. I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Because the Niners shouldn't be like, hey. Because I liked Eric Reid. I mean, what did Eric Reid do? He had Colin Kaepernick's back. I always liked Eric Reid.
I don't know. What exactly happened with that? I mean, they tried to move him to linebacker, and then they let him go. Like,
yeah, I guess they felt Tart was better than him, and you know what? He was.
Yeah, right.
I was like, man, we need to play Tart, and so we want to play you too. So you want to try linebacker? And I think he resented it and felt it was for other reasons, and I don't know. But I just thought they played the better strong safety. I don't know.
I thought it was business. It's all business. That's what I didn't think they. I didn't think they
better than him. I thought Reid was a good free safety his rookie year. He had a bunch of interceptions, but he had a bunch of concussions too. And I never thought he was a good strong safety.
Yeah, I don't think, and this is my opinion, but I don't think his stance with Colin Kaepernick or anything played into that decision. I really don't. I think the 49ers when Colin was making that stand, I think the 49ers organization were pretty supportive of that. I think that.
I mean, Kyle kept Eric Reid. They kept Eric Reid. I don't think they really knew what they had in Tart. They saw them both. They were like, we got a player. So, I mean, where's Eric Reid now? Where's Tart now? I mean, Tart's definitely better than Eric. Anyway, Justin Reid. I saw him against Houston. I was so surprised. I was like, this guy doesn't look like Eric Reid at all. He's explosive and fast. I think that would be a hell of a signing. He's only 25.
25. I think he's 20. He believes 25.
He's going to get cashed out, though, don't you think?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, the guy you just mentioned, Tyrann Mathieu. There's some names out there in free agency in the safety market.
Tyrann Mathieu is a little old.
He's a little old. I mean, Marcus Williams is out there. I think he's a big name. Marcus May is a name, but he's coming off an Achilles injury. The other guy I've mentioned that I like is Terrell Edmonds. I like him a lot. I just think.
Oh yeah.
I think a Reid is more athletic, and while Edmonds is bigger, I think Reid shows more to me in run support. To me, I see a lot of Edmonds kind of trying to run around tackles as opposed to run and making contact. Now maybe that can get coached out of him. I don't think I like Terrell Edmonds a lot. He's very good safety. He doesn't get a lot of attention because of Fitzpatrick there, but Terrell Edmonds he's all over in coverage. Yeah. Like I think he's got 200 yards allowed this past season. Okay. He's very good. Yeah. And they both of those safeties have better ball skills than Jaquiski Tartt. I think Jaquiski has had 4 picks in his career, and Edmonds has played probably, I think, 3 less years, and he has 5. I don't remember the picks. I think Justin Reid his stats are something similar. And the other thing you get as a bonus with Reid is when he picks balls off, he tends to return them.
Okay. Well, are there any guys in the draft that you've noticed so far?
I haven't looked honestly too much. I started looking free agency first, and then I'll start looking at the draft.
I know the Niners have that late second round pick, and I haven't looked either, but I see right now there's 3 safeties projected in that range pre-combine. Brian Cook, Cincinnati, Lewis Cine, Georgia. I don't know how to pronounce Cine, and Jaquan Brisker, Penn State. So those might be 3 guys people should look into too. But I like Justin Reid. He was a 3rd round pick in 2018. I was really impressed. I didn't expect him to. He was the most impressive Texans defensive player when I was at that game.
Yeah, I think I'd be the thing is about it, what are you willing to pay for, right? He's young and he's good and he fits your system. So if you're going to splurge
him, you don't have to spend your 2nd round pick on a safety.
Right.
You might not want to.
Then you don't have to. Right. So I think that's a name, and I don't know what the market's going to determine what he's going to get paid. If the 49ers can get him for a decent cost, if he does not get the Jamal Adams, they can't give him the Jamal Adams contract. But I don't know. They might be able to do some salary cap magic. They might be able to give him something a little bit under Jimmy Ward. I don't know, or around the Jimmy Ward contract, something like that. But I think that would probably have to coincide with letting Lakin walk.
Okay. Jerry asks if Raheem Mostert isn't available, Melvin Gordon.
Maybe.
I think he meant Melvin, but he could be someone else named Mevlin. I like Mevlin.
Melvin Gordon? How about Merlin Gordon?
I'm so against signing running backs. I might even be against the Niners signing Raheem Mostert, because what Raheem Mostert proves is how easy it is to get running backs and how much they lack durability. I mean, you want the next Mostert. I don't know if you want this Mostert, because he lasted literally 2 carries this last year. So I'm sort of anti-signing running backs in general. I'm sorry that position has to be so,
I think,
dime a dozen, but it is.
I think the 49ers, in their meetings, they should tell their Bobby Turner, listen, you can have any running back you want as long as it's a 4th round pick or less. No,
less. 6th round or less. 6th round
or less. Or a free agent that $1 million or less.
We're never going to do the Jerick McKinnon thing. We're never going to do the Tevin Coleman thing. And we're probably most likely never going to give any running back a 2nd contract. We're just going to keep churning the position. I know it sucks, right?
And what they need to do is, I don't know if they've done or not, but give Bobby Turner a raise.
Oh, he's going to retire, man. He's 72 years old. He could maybe 1 more year, but at a certain point, the Shanahans need to leave him alone. Like, I know he's super important.
They keep milking the That's what kills me sometimes about people like, oh yeah, all the Shanahan running backs. Shit. Dude, it's not Kyle. It's Bobby Turner. It's not.
Yeah. Let's see how McDaniel does in Miami without Bobby Turner. We got any more? Yes. Jalen Peter. Yeah, Baylor could be option in the draft.
I've seen that name.
Oh, they have him at 33 in on CBS. So I don't know. We'll see what happens after the combine, but that would be out of the Niners' range at this point.
Yeah, I think guys, when you're looking at safeties, you got to look at again size. It's the Niners like safeties that are around 6 foot, 200 plus pounds, and versatility. And they, the 49ers ask their safeties to fill in and run support, so they have to be able to do that.
It says, dude can play single high in the box and multi-sets. Well, I would hope so, to be a safety drafted that high. How about Clinton Dix? Remember the special touchdown, the interception call for Clinton Dix? Remember that one? That was great.